Hey guys, what is up? My name is Phillips, and today I'm going to tell you all about my experience. I almost said meeting Beyonce. I wish I met Beyonce, but I did make extended eye contact with her and hold her hand, and she sang to me. And if you know anything about my channel or anything about me, this was definitely one of the best moments of my life. Yeah. So, I'm going to tell you the story about my Beyonce experiences this past weekend. I went to 3 shows, and the final show was in the pit, and I want to tell you all about how that worked, and what it was like being so close and feeling the energy, and why I love her, and all those things about her, and show off my tour merch, like this hat, and this beautiful gray sweater, which I've worn for 3 days in a row now. So, Beyonce. She is a phenomenal entertainer. I've seen Beyonce a few times. This infamous time when I was on the HBO special, also which made it onto the platinum edition of her Beyonce album. When I was in the front row, I waited for 14 hours to be in this line, and it was the most incredible experience of my life. Fast forward to 6 months later in Los Angeles, I was front row again. This time there was no filming done at this concert, so I wasn't in a video. But front row, dead center, 4 feet from her, the entire show. One of the best nights of my life. The energy is unbelievable. If you don't know, this woman, I will make the argument that she is the best living entertainer on this planet. No one can sing like her, no one can dance like her, no one can put on a visual spectacle like her, and no one can do it all at the same time like she can. It is truly phenomenal, and I need to reserve the use of the word phenomenal for things like this. She is phenomenal. So, when tickets came around for Formation World Tour, I was like, I am buying. The ticket that I bought was in the Bay Area for the Santa Clara show. And I had been saving up my funds because when Beyonce goes on tour, everyone needs to get their funds in formation. Let me just tell you what. I mean, it had been a while. I was ready. I got a ticket in the Beehive pit, which I was incredibly lucky because I never could have afforded it on resale. I managed to get it on the Ticketmaster website, and I've been in the front row, but I've never actually had the chance to interact with her or her stick the mic in my face or hold my hand. Crazy story. I was actually in the mountains of Oregon. Oh my god, this is f***ed up. Barely got the ticket, but we prevailed. The service prevailed. I got the ticket, and here we are. Last Thursday, a week ago yesterday from when this video is being uploaded, I went to San Diego with my friends. We drove down and we saw the Formation World Tour from the floor in pretty decent seats that we got a week before for a decent price. The show was so phenomenal. I have high expectations, right? Naturally. And she never fails to blow me out of the water. She is the only person who can top herself. After every tour, how is she gonna top this? And then she does. Favorite moments, 1+1. This is 1+1. Oh my god, it's fucking happening. It's fucking happening. If I ain't got nothing, the beautiful ones. 'Cause I want you. 1+1 is my all-time favorite song. It was the most immaculate, beautiful version of it I've ever heard. The stage itself is this giant, rectangular prism. The thing spins. It literally spins. 2 nights later, Los Angeles, I went with my friend Dina. We were a little bit further back, but the energy of the Rose Bowl was unreal. She was like, this is a special show with me, celebrate with me. It was truly legendary. And then, one that I'm going to talk about the most, Santa Clara. I got there at 5 o'clock and the doors open at 5:30. I made the mistake of not getting there earlier. I wasn't really thinking ahead that the pit is GA, even though there's maybe 50 people in it. Maybe not even that, maybe 30 people. Some of those people got there at 4, so they were the ones, if the pit is rectangular shaped, they were up here at the side of the stage, and then I was on this row here, and she had a little stage here too. So I was still on the stage. I had my hands on the stage. It was incredible. The concert started. As soon as she walked out for formation, I was maybe 15 feet from her, then 10 feet from her, then 7 feet from her, and you can see her physical being, and this is the point where you watch the show completely eyes on her instead of eyes on the screen, which is magic. It reminded me of when I had seen her in the front row, and I had missed that connection and that close experience I had from those shows, because the previous 2 shows, it was you're looking at the screen a lot. You get this conception of, wow, this is a real human being, and if she's real, anything is possible. And it was just so incredible to see the dancing and the vocals. But throughout the entire tour, the vocals, literally, how? I found the truth beneath your lies. I was just so moved, just the way she'll just insert like little riffs here and there, and she just like cuts through it, and she's spelling E's and F's, and you're like, what is going on? It is phenomenal. Highlight of the night, the song All Night. I love the song All Night. She was literally where the camera is. Like, if I wanted to, I could reach out and grab her leg, but I mean, of course, I would never do that.
I found the truth beneath your love.
She spun around and put her hand out, and I like grabbed her hand as she walked down the aisle, and that was a magical moment. But she was literally like a foot from me. She was right there singing one of my favorite songs, and it was just like, glory. A little bit later, she, the song Party, if it's from the album 4, if you know it, like this pink confetti shoots up everywhere, and everyone's just like screaming and vibing, and she like walked down the stage, the little stage in front of me, and then she was down there like dancing, and then she turned and looked at me and smiled, and then like walked in for like a couple seconds, and then like twisted her hand around and grabbed my hand, and it was the most beautiful moment. We literally just like looked at each other, and she just like smiled at me, and this is my reaction afterwards. It was truly beautiful. We've made that contact before. She sang a whole line of 1+1 to me, and when I was in the front row, that was like a night. The way this woman can sit on the stage and command 50,000 people, literally just sitting on the ground with a light on her with this beautiful rendition of this powerful song. It's like, I'm sure she had half the stadium in tears. It was phenomenal. If you were there, leave a comment down below. If you've seen this tour, leave a comment down below. Like, reiterate to me how phenomenal 1+1 and the beautiful ones were. So good. But overall, definitely phenomenal experience. I Snapchatted the hell out of the first night, and then the last 2 nights, especially the night in the pit, I really just wanted to live in the moment and be present, because I can go on YouTube and watch videos, you know, there'll be a concert DVD or whatever, but you're only like there in her presence, letting the music just like move you like in that moment, and I wanted to just like be there and be it alive. The infamous Cameron Phillips at a Beyonce concert Snapchat story of like 300 seconds was uploaded on Thursday night. It was messy. It was definitely messy. Yeah, add me on Snap if you haven't already. And that's gonna do it for today's video. I just want to give you a little like kind of talk about like my experience, talk about how phenomenal it was. And if you have the opportunity to see the show, definitely like make it happen. It will be worth your money, I guarantee you. I guarantee you. Every penny. Anyways, that's it for today, you guys. I love you so much. Make sure to watch the vlogs on my second channel from the concert itself if you want to see a detailed like 15-minute long, really messy vlog where I just like scream for like an hour. It's over there. But anyways, I'll see you guys on Monday for a brand new video. Love you so much. See you soon. Bye.